For your reporting. I want to bring in our political director and moderator at Meet the Press, Chuck Todd. Um, Boy, Chuck, what does this say about a division in America? This thing may be, being put to rest tonight, but the feelings are still very strong, and they are out there.
You know, a couple weeks ago on Meet the Press, Lester, I started off and I just simply asked the question, is this the 1850s or the 1950s, talking about the divides in America? And frankly, I was referring to sort of, in the 1950s, we had the Red Scare, we had Joseph McCarthy, but we shut that down, right? We somehow came together and we shut that down as a country. In the 1850s, obviously, the divide in this country it culminated in the Civil War. And so you now look at an event like today, and making a comparison to the 1850s is suddenly, no longer hyperbole, which some of us, I think, were accused of over the last few years. The sad thing about all this, Lester, is that, well, we're all shocked by what we witnessed today. Are we that surprised? We've all been concerned this moment was coming, that we had a president of the United States that was fomenting this, that he had a propaganda machine, frankly, behind him that helped him push this. So I do think this is gut check time. We still have elected leaders in this country, I think, who would like to keep this republic standing. President Trump's actions cannot go unanswered. You've heard various people talk impeachment. You've heard some people bring up the 25th Amendment. I don't think these are ideas that are just being tossed around. These should be serious conversations. Whether, there's a lot of senators right now locked up with Vice President Pence right now. Because you got to ask yourself, is the president mentally fit at this point and has the temperament to handle the presidency even for the next 13 days? What he did today and his actions as they continue all night tonight have to call those things into question. So these conversations, I think, are taking place, and they're real.
And some of those things you mentioned, obviously very emotional, and many people would have called them alarmists weeks ago, perhaps not tonight. Presidential historian Michael Bench